Anybody else been in the living room since we came up here?
No.
Okay, so who moved out all the furniture? Hey, stop right there!
Alright y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so I need to say right off the bat, I'm wearing some aligners, so I might sound a little bit weird when I'm trying to say certain words. So just bear with me on that one. But today's video, we're checking out another SCP video. So we checked out SCP Overlord previously. Today we're checking out SCP Dollhouse. It's pretty similar as far as like a live action video with people wearing a bunch of cool gear. Now I've looked on YouTube, there's a bunch of other, there's like SCP fan animations, and there's also SCP First Contact, which isn't necessarily like live action. It sort of has like a weird it sort of has like a weird style to it. But SCP Dollhouse is very similar to what we saw previously. So we did that reaction about a week ago. You guys are telling me a lot of information as far as, you know, who the people are in the actual series, what the SCP video and what the series is generally focused on, a little bit of background for that. So I do appreciate it. But again, I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have like the same characters or if we're going to have like a little bit of information for the story beforehand or after the fact with this SCP Dollhouse. But yeah, the one we checked out last week was the most recent. So this one might be different completely, or it might just be earlier. So I guess we'll have to check it out. This one is 17 minutes long, so it's not as long. So maybe I can pause it a little bit more, but I guess we'll have to see. So let's get into it. Again, I'll always put the original video down in the description for y'all to check out. Yeah, but I've not seen any of this one so far. I saw a little bit of the other episode prior to doing a reaction, but this one, not so much. Okay. So I'll stop it real quick. I saw behind the scenes done by operator Drewski, and he was showing how everybody had like all the airsoft guns that sort of looked the same, and then they also had all their gear that was sort of themed around like a certain look. So I got a little bit of background for that, but I don't have any background for this episode. But that rifle looks pretty real, honestly. Looked like it had a...
If pops off, we're gonna have a hard time telling people it was a gas leak.
Depends on what happens. Powers, what's the pool at now?
Save it, Coleman, you had your chance.
I wasn't talking to you, O'Neill. Powers, when's the betting close?
When we get out of the car. You gonna call it?
Okay, so different characters already for sure.
Fletcher?
250.
Given the intel, Cognito hazard. That's my final answer.
Done.
Okay.
Hell yeah! Always wanted to take your fucking money. Ready up!
So they still have the cool night vision and whatnot.
Let's get it, boys.
Gear looks a little bit different though. Oh, this is kind of cool though. Like an urban setting like this.
Payload 01 to TOC. We've passed Vector, moving to the target building, over.
Okay, I like it. So I like the night vision aesthetic already. So this looks pretty cool. Interesting formation. I haven't seen, they're doing like a V formation, which I've not really seen for like urban operations, but okay. So again, gear looks pretty solid. We can see they are different characters. So I don't like how they have like the masks. It kind of reminds me of like Ghost from Call of Duty, which, you know, that's cool for a lot of people, but I really like the gas mask look where they actually painted all their gas masks. Okay, and they still got the nice overhead. That's pretty legit. So, I'm not really sure. I guess they're trying to look at some anomaly or something they found in this house. So it's probably going to get weird again like the last one did. He's gonna pick the lock. I mean, I guess if you're trying to go like really stealthy, that's a thing, but you also have like 10 people in front of the house, so I don't know about that one. Maybe they could hit the back door or something. Or just, I would just say screw it and just breach the door. A lot of pressure on the one dude to pick the lock. Yeah, that night vision is sick though. So there's a lot more lead up to this one than there was in the last episode. And I do like how they're going stealthy, how they're not really talking or anything, they're just clearing it out. So we get to see like two sides of the choreography, so to speak. It is like super dark though, kind of hard to see. So in the last episode we saw, there was like a dude with a camera and whatnots, and they had to like use the camera to find certain stuff. So that was a cool dynamic. I wonder if they're gonna have anything similar in this episode.
Talk, this is Payload 01, building secure. Moving to SSE, over.
Okay, so if you guys don't know what
02
SSE is sensitive site exploitation. That's basically when they, you know, after you clear a compound or whatever it is, you go around and you just start searching the area for like intel, whether it be maps or any sort of information, anything that you can use to sort of exploit you actually being at the site.
3, on me. We'll handle the first floor.
Time to go look for nothing.
Come on, Coleman. Foundation's gotta know what kind of porn Middle America's got stashed in their closet.
Okay. So, yeah, you can do it different ways. Sometimes you can just remove everything, or you can take pictures, try and leave things there, because they're probably not trying to be detected too much. So they might not be taking things. Okay, that looks kind of weird. Alright, it's getting weird now.
Computer's a mess. Nothing's working right. I think it's got the clap.
Any intel?
The densest part of this hard drive is the directory for a program called Java. It's software that's been running since before we got here. Looks just as fucked as the rest of this machine. Keeps crashing, hitching, and rebooting.
What's the program do?
I don't know, it just spits out code. All gibberish.
Yeah, so this is why it's ideal to have like a cyber dude if you're going to be going with anything like that, but I guess they really didn't get too much intel on this place, because yeah, I feel like it's going to get super
You guys
weird.
personally know any shrinks?
Are you asking because it's related to the mission, or are you just curious?
The female occupant. Any idea why this is here? If she's living with this shrink, possibly in a relationship, why is he bringing his work home with him?
I don't know, I'm not a shrink.
Did your friends in Langley do a background?
Nice.
Yeah, none of this came up.
How the fuck does somebody get institutionalized and not have that go on record? You see that? She was in for a year. What do people think? She just went for a long walk? If Langley missed that, how much else don't we know?
Yeah, it's very spooky, but it's not the kind of anomaly we're after. Keep looking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of anomaly they are looking for, because I mean, pretty much seeing
Hey,
anything
Tia,
like that would
Can
be
you come here for a
a
sec?
red flag for me.
What is it?
Anybody else been in the living room since we came up here?
No.
Okay, so who moved out all the furniture? Hey, stop right there!
This is 01. We've spotted suspect 2 moving to apprehend. Over.
Okay. They're pretty quick on the communications. I gotta say, a lot of people wouldn't be so focused on getting on the radio that quick, especially for something weird like that.
This is 01. Lost contact with suspect 2. Searching the area.
Alright, so...
Doors, some bullshit?
I like a challenge.
West, get up here, right now.
Yeah, definitely a different vibe from the last episode we saw. Definitely different budget too, but still pretty
Couldn't
cool.
have gone too far.
You find anything down there?
Nothing concrete. What happened up here?
Suspect 2 walked into this room from the other door. We went after her, but didn't find anything.
TL, you're gonna need to see this.
No, alright.
Got something?
Come here, check this out, all of you.
So if they're referring to it as an anomaly, I figured they would expect some weird stuff to happen, you know?
You seeing this? I finally fucking lost it.
Fuck me.
Talk, this is Payload 01. We've passed trigger. Area appears to have non-Euclidean geometry that extends the house to an unknown degree.
What?
Moving in to reconnoiter the new area. Over.
Roger, 01.
Alright.
Suspect 2. Over.
Suspect's location is unknown at this time. Over.
Roger that. Proceed with the recon mission. If you feel as if the AO is too large for you to fully explore, get you and your men out of there. Over.
Understood. 01 out.
Okay, so I'm not sure if they're trying to do like a certain raid, like to try and go in there, not be detected or whatnot. It seems like they're not being too deliberate as far as like, you know, masking what they're doing. But I mean, if he's saying if it's too big, then just get out of there. I don't know. I feel like they're going there for something, and they keep referring to it as an anomaly, which is a weird thing to refer to anything as. So, yeah, I'm not sure what they really expected, but it's getting weirder than they thought, I guess.
Any luck?
Nope. Just a lot of shit I don't understand.
I can relate to that, especially when you're talking about computers. It's a weird password. I wonder if he has anyone.
You know anything about the word cardoon?
Okay, he does. I was about to say he needs someone pulling security on him. Yep. Yep, that's always fun when you have a TV talking to you.
Affiliations are still unknown at this time, but it's likely to assume they are not the attackers from 2 days ago. If it is indeed a raid, then the methods employed don't line up when compared to the MO of the previous attackers. It is, however, possible that they may be connected through an anonymous tip between the two groups. A mutual benefit that would imply can only be speculated.
Are they referring to the guys right now as the attackers, or?
Wait, something's not right.
Okay, because if that's what they're referring to, then that's kind of weird.
Stay frosty.
It'd be cool if they had like a night vision camera to sort of like show some of these shots, because it gets a little too dark.
12,
The reaction to just like aim the rifle up.
Fuck, my nuts just turned off.
Oh, that's the worst.
Mine too. I can't see shit.
I mean, at least for them, because the night vision we had was pretty old, but for them, that's like 50 grand worth of night vision on one set. So you figured it'd be reliable, but when stuff starts turning off, then it's going to be a little bit weird. But you figured they'd have like a white light or something for a backup, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be that fortunate. So I wonder if their optics are working.
Coleman, you see something?
Shit!
Yep.
Coleman, you good?
That's weird.
What the fuck was that?
Again,
Son, we
that's
need to go right now.
there we go. Someone has some sense in them to just get out of there when they start dealing with ghosts.
Talk, this is Payload 01. We have a threat in the building. Current weapons possibly insufficient. Permission to clear out. Over.
Brand 01, get your men out of there. Over.
There we go.
01 out.
Fuck this house.
That's my mindset for sure.
You gotta be kidding me.
They're hacking people
Talk, this
now.
is 0106 is down. I repeat, 06 is down. Possibly KIA. Over.
What should we do?
A weird way to describe someone as
You
KIA.
need to move.
That's kind of jacked up. They didn't even try and save him.
It's my calling to call. How are you doing?
That was a gas leak. Is everything okay?
Everything is fine.
Nobody's come to the house?
No, there is nobody here.
Uh-oh.
Everything is fine.
If you insist,
Bruh.
just checking in on you.
Completely understandable.
Alright, well, sorry to wake you. Have a good night.
You too. Goodbye.
Oh my
It's no
god.
longer present.
What the heck? Alright, I would absolutely head out at that point. That's pretty cool though.
Tried to raise you guys earlier. What happened to West?
He's gone.
What? How?
Dude got fucking vaporized.
Did you see anything else while you were in there? Anything that might point to what we're dealing with?
That's pretty accurate how a
know how to
military person
describe
would
it.
describe
It's
that.
almost like a broken video game. Everything was glitching out, even the suspects.
Any clues on your end?
Just speculation. I think, this is just a guess, I think what you've seen here is connected to this computer. These glitches appearing may coincide with a lot of what I've seen on this machine. I think it's affecting everything in the area.
That's pretty
I
cool.
really
It's
don't
like a
know how or
cyber
why,
horror.
but like I said, it's my best guess right now.
So, theoretically, if you're right, then if we take that shit with us, it could possibly begin to affect things outside of the house?
Oh,
That's assuming
true.
it isn't already doing that. It's spread across this whole block for all we know.
So do we leave the laptop here?
Well, that's a very good question.
Why don't we just hit the power switch?
No, we don't know what happened once it's off.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool
I wanna be part
idea.
of that experiment.
I've never seen a movie like link
Here's
paranormal
what we
stuff
can
to
do.
like
I
a
can
computer
stay
so
here while
much.
you guys return to the vehicle. I'll copy the important files over to a secure drive and then shut everything down.
You sure about that, Fletcher?
I'm sure.
I'll stay too. If you go down, I can finish the job.
I wouldn't be worried about that. I mean, I'd just pull
Let's
security,
move out.
and if he goes down,
Good luck, boys.
probably not gonna be able to do anything about it. Someone's gonna spawn out of nowhere and like attack you. That dude had some breaching gear on his back though. That was cool. Dang, they kept the vehicle running and stuff too. They're not even trying to mess about.
So much for that bet.
Come on, O'Neill. Nobody's ever won that.
Yeah. Always wanted to see a ghost, though.
I wouldn't be saying that when you're still like in the
Odds
house.
are no good. You almost done?
Dang, he's got a 50 grand
we're good.
paperweight
Let's
right
go.
now. Yikes. the fear in his eyes. I would freaking break the computer. There you go. Do something. That was legit. Again, I've never seen a movie like, so you've seen like movies like link, you know, paranormal activity to a doll or something, but not so much a computer. Because if you can link it to a computer, you can link it to like a bunch of like weird behavior, because you can have them like sort of simulate a computer or something, or like have them glitch out. So that's pretty cool. Again, it's pretty different from what we saw in the last one. In the last one, we had people like, you know, being held up in the air by these weird tentacles and stuff. So pretty different. Even like the people themselves were acting kind of different. But yeah, we didn't have the same dynamic as far as, you know, holding the camera up and stuff, but we had the same dynamic of like this computer's running all this weird stuff. So again, I will put the original video down in the video description for you guys to check out. And of course, they do have a Patreon and some other places you can donate to if you want to support that series, or sort of, you know, try and be a part of that. I think it did start off as a Kickstarter. I'm not entirely sure, but that's pretty cool how they actually did that. You can see like it wasn't a huge budget, but I mean, like, it had just enough special effects and everything looked just right for it to be like actually believable and actually scary. So really, really cool. Again, I really love like the whole dynamic of the horror stuff and then also like tactical stuff at the same time. So really cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this SCP series. I'm not sure if I'm going to react to any other ones, because I know there's SCP First Contact, which is a little bit different. It's not so much like first person. It's like a weird style. And then there's also like other animations, but I think those are like fan-made animations. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this series in the comment section. It was very fun to check out. Again, I'm a huge fan of horror stuff. especially when you start combining like weird like ghost and paranormal stuff with tactical stuff. It's just like a really cool dynamic, and I think they took it a step further in this video. But let me know what y'all think in the comments section. I do appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully I don't sound too weird with these aligners in, and hopefully I can get used to them pretty quickly, because it just feels kind of weird. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for continuing to like and comment and subscribe, and let me know your awesome thoughts. I do appreciate it. I do have fun reading all those comments. So thank you guys again. That is it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one.